Hello. In this video, I'll give my own speculation and theories for the future of SubZero in the new timeline, including gameplay, story implications, and other changes for the foreseeable future. This will include possible spoilers for the Chaos Rays expansion, so please take this as a warning for the rest of the video. So, without further ado, it has begun. Myself, like many others in the Mortal Kombat community, believe that Bi-Han has been corrupted in this timeline instead of being killed like he was previously. This is due to the fact of Kuei now being Scorpion. It makes it difficult for a replacement of SubZero to come naturally. This would also give Bi-Han a larger opportunity to be redeemed and be able to revert back to SubZero by the end of the expansion or within the next installment. I believe, like others do, the reason for the green ore within Noob's body could be Chaos energy. As well as this, I think it's a likely possibility that Garrus' soul has been embedded into Bi-Han, explaining the reason why the soul magic is pouring out of his body as it is overfilled. The reason I say soul magic is because throughout the history of MK, green has regularly been used to showcase souls, such as with Shang Tsung in past iterations. Going back to my point on Garrus, I wonder whether when many have suggested and theorized that Garrus will be killed off to form the Kamidogu, I think it's also a possibility that he will be killed off in order to form Noob Saibot. My reasoning for this theory is the fact that we see both are captured and detained at the same location, and where Garrus appears to be having something removed from his body, Bi-Han is being injected. Now, where this will most likely be Chaos energy, it could also be a red herring, and Bi-Han is in fact being imbued with the life force of Garrus. This could explain some of the abilities that Noob has in this timeline, due to his control over multiple shots throughout the trailer instead of just a single Shadow Sideball. As we see, Garrus can use multiple versions of himself overlapping in time during his three special moves and finishes. This will lead to Noob Saibot possibly becoming a quote-unquote good guy within this timeline. This will also explain why near the end of the trailer we see Noob and Liu Kang fight beside one another, yet we do not see our timeline's Garrus past the point of Noob Saibot's creation. Now, how powerful could this make Noob Saibot? Where he has always been a genuine threat, he's never been given the focus to this extent, and given the possibilities of this possible fusion, it could even make him rival Liu Kang. Bi-Han is shown to be an incredibly gifted Chromancer who is also capable of being Ermac, who is strong enough to easily defeat some of Liu Kang's champions and allies immediately after his creation. As well as our Garrus, this brings a strong likelihood that Noob will be an extremely powerful asset to either side. Now, given Liu Kang's record of trying to rehabilitate those who have crossed him, it makes me believe that Noob will be the one to finish havoc at the end of the expansion, putting into question the disparity of power between Liu Kang and Noob Saibot, and possibly causing more issues between the two in the future. Therefore is one of my favourite aspects of Noob Saibot, the relationship between the two entities. Since I don't believe Bi-Han has died, I think we can finally see a clash for control between Noob and Saibot, possibly leading to a separation between the two. This could bring a lot of positive and negative repercussions if NetherRealm go this way, as it could lead to a lack of depth for both Bi-Han and Saibot. If Bi-Han is made good by Liu Kang at the end and breaks apart from his shadow, the wheel is Saibot becoming what a lot of fans already think he is, which is a stereotypical, edgy, blocked-out ninja with very little depth and range of character. And we also risk losing the already established personality of Bi-Han in this timeline, as he is far from being a suit. In the next section, I will elaborate some of my ideas for where Bi-Han and Noob Saibot can go in the future, as well as some gameplay changes we could possibly see as well. Moving on to the gameplay, we can see in the future there are a few possibilities that each have their own positives and negatives. The first option would be making Bi-Han into a stance character that can switch between more classic SubZero and Noob moveset, reminiscent of Noob Smoke, and more recently taken inspiration from Shang's old and young form. This could allow a lot of variety for his gameplay as he would take specials from both. The main issue would be balancing, as the number of moves required for both to be properly represented could cause a massive disparity between himself and the rest of the roster, and could cause SubZero to be way too complex for newer players and may put people off using her. For the story, will make an interesting dichotomy within his character, either in the main story or just within his own journey and arcade ending, leading into a lot of character moments and growth for Bi-Han, as he could almost lose himself to Noob Saibot and may even turn on those on his own side at a moment's notice. The second route NetherRealm could go will be separating the two into individual characters and now be referred to as SubZero and Saibot. This will allow both characters to have most if not all their staple moves, but could lead to a lack of depth for both. As being could lose his cold nature to make him a quote-unquote good SubZero, similar to how his brother Kuei was represented in the past, and making Cyborg into an edgy, blacked-out character with none of the depth he's had in past iterations. The third option, though not the most controversial statement I'll make for this video, could cause a lot of outcry by classic Noob Saibot fans. This will be the absence of Noob Saibot for the rest of Liu Kang's era. No, this doesn't necessarily mean that he will not be playable, though, as NetherRealm has brought back characters who no longer canonically exist. My main example being Joker in Injustice 2, as he was brought back for one fight against Harley Quinn in the story as a hallucination. And some will think could happen with Bihan, having an internal fight with this aspect of himself, similar to, insert random Marvel reference, the fight Peter has against the Black Suit in the Spectacular Spider-Man series. We could also simply have a replacement for Noob, such as bringing a new character, named for example Wraith, who could be an inverse of Noob's palette, being all white and now being portrayed as the former Grandmaster of the Lin Kuei. Although I believe this in particular to be very unlikely, I see these possibilities as being the best ways of keeping Bihan as sub while still having some form of Noob Saibot in the future. My final suggestion is possibly my most controversial, but if done right could lead into a great story between the characters involved. This being for us taking the model of SubZero, or just for us being the stand-in for Sub within the future. How could NetherRealm do this while still respecting the character and not making it a tasteless gender swap like they've done with Sector and Cyrax? It's actually very simple. Make us the daughter of Bihan and possibly Serena in this timeline. It could be alluded that between the main story and the expansion that Bihan and Serena formed a connection and had a child in secret. As we see, Serena continues to be lured to Quan Chi entourage or comes to the NetherRealm with the intention of saving her sister. During this time, Sub helps Quan Chi and his allies escape prison, meaning there will be a space and time where the two can interact. This would fix some issues Frost has had over the years, such as finally explaining her cryomancy abilities, and would keep her from being identical to SubZero in the moveset, and giving her her own identity, as this could bring more depth to her gameplay, as she could have some demonic specials and maybe even a NetherRealm stance, where she has a form similar to Serena. This would also help to emphasize her extremely fiery personality, juxtaposing her father's patient and cold tones. This also makes her hatred for Kuei make sense, as she sees him as not only a traitor to the clan, but a traitor to her father, and might even believe it was him who killed Bihan, if the creation of Noob Saibot ends up killing Bihan, leading to the possible killing of Kuei to make space for the original Scorpion to return. This would also build up the rivalry between the next generation stand-ins being Frost and Hanzo, taking their masters' places as SubZero and Scorpion, with the possible return of Kuei coming as a new character known as the Spectre, who will continue the tragic aspect of Scorpion's character while maintaining the Hellfire abilities. But at the end of the day, this is just the ramblings of a fan who wants the franchise to improve and get out of its current state of MCU shock. Thanks to whoever has watched this video from 1 second or the whole video.
Hello, this is me from the 16th of September. This is coming out very late as I roll this back when the announcement came, so some of the things may contradict what has already been revealed recently. If so, I guess fall on me. Once again, I want to thank every single person for watching, and God bless. You're still here. I can see you.